Hey guys, welcome. This is Mark, Crypto Boy in Oz. It is Tuesday, the 22nd of June, 2021, and it's a couple of days that I don't think I'll ever forget. Reason being, it's a complete shit show. Pardon the language, but it's pretty damn depressing. I'll be brutally honest. There's nothing positive you can say. I mean, the only good thing that that can come out of this is the fact that you're in crypto. You might be wishing you weren't in crypto, but you're in crypto, so at least you're actually in the game. So for a lot of people that were thinking about it that haven't got in because they weren't too sure, this has probably put them off for life, and that's good because we don't want weak hands. We don't want them because it's people like that that have got weak hands that have caused this crash. The whales might start selling to get the ball moving, but it's weak hands that get scared, that continue selling, that drive the price down. So we don't want them people in it. And that's basically what's happening. The weak hands, the people that have not been in it long, or you might have some big whales, there might be some big institutions out there, or some big individuals that maybe got in thinking they can make some quick money, and they've just had the fear of God driven into them, so they've cashed out and made losses. There's some, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some big losses that have happened here. Because you think of all the people. I mean, the price, the last time it was this price was either, let's jump over to the chart. So the last time it was this price was New Year's Eve, so Christmas time last year. Then it went up, and then it retested. It retested towards the mid-end January, and that's the last time with that price. So anyone else that's bought after that, they've pretty much, for the last 5 to 6 months, anyone that's bought then, that's cashed out, has lost money. So if you've still got crypto, don't sell it, just keep hold of it. And if you can afford to put more money in, put more money in. If you can't, just hold it. And what I'd advise you to do is to take if you're panicking and you think that you might just get an impulse and you might just cash out. You don't want to, but you just might get that feeling. Best thing to do is go to Celsius or go to Nexo and stake your coins, because it ties them up and you can actually earn interest on them. So while this bear market's playing out and you don't really want to do anything, you don't want to cash out, but you're not too sure, because sometimes, I know what it's like, sometimes you get like an impulse where you say, sod it, I'm just gonna sell a bit, put it into cash. But the problem is, if you don't have a plan of action, you don't know really what you're doing. So you're cashing out into cash, but unless you've got a plan where when it hits a level you're going to buy back in, and you're setting like limit orders so it can happen automatically in case you're not there. If you're just going into cash or into fiat, leaving it on the hope it's going to go down, it's not always a good plan to have. You need to have like a proper strategy in place where you're setting limit orders or stop losses. And if you don't feel confident doing that, which a lot of people don't, then do what's in your control. And one of the few things that's in your control, you can have a dollar cost average. So as the price is coming down, you just buy more and buy more and buy more. Or if you've no money, just stake it. So go to Nexo, go to Celsius, Abra. They've got a wallet, and some of these guys you can earn 12% in like USDT, but again, that's coming out of crypto. In all reality, you're just earning big interest on like USD. But if you go in into like Nexo, for instance, I stake XRP, and I think I'm getting 9%. In fact, I'll just have a quick look, because I use two. I use Celsius. I'm just going to bring it up. Spitting feathers again. I don't tell you. Today I'm having a day off. I was having a day off crypto. Totally having a day off. After yesterday, I'd had enough. I went knackered with it, and I've been checking it today while I've been at work, and price has been coming down. I said, right, that's it. I'm not looking at it at all. I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna go with movie room. I'm just gonna watch Netflix. That's all I'm gonna do. And I'm watching Hand of God. It's really good. I watched one episode. I started getting twitchy, and I'm like, I know what it is. It's down crypto. I've got to get in. I've got to get in this. I've got to come back in studio now. And I've been watching some content online, and then I thought I've got to do a video. And I was supposed to be having a day off, just forgetting about it, but I couldn't help myself. So I've got, what have I got? Oh, so in Celsius, I've got Polkadot staked. And I'm earning 8.86%. So it doesn't sound like much, but I mean, I've got 111 Polkadot. So let's do the math. So that 110 if I've got 110, then 8.8% in 12 months time, I'll have 120. So I've got 10 Polkadot for nothing, which you might think is not a lot, but when you've no money to reinvest and everything you've got is in crypto, then you've got to kind of release. You've got to get the potential from what you've got. You've got to get potential from your coins. So if the only way you're doing it is through staking your coins, and I'm not talking about farming. Like farming's like high risk. But if you're staking coins, it's just interest. And to me, I do that with all my coins now because I don't want the temptation of cashing out. And also as well, if you've got holdings in, I always forget the word, startup projects, Kickstarter, that's it. So if you've got holdings in Kickstarters, then a good thing is with like your Kickstarter platforms, a lot of the time they want you to stake, and I love it. Like I stake Orcam Finance, and they actually pay you interest. Plus, then you're getting the chance to be in IDOs too. So again, anything that locks up your coins. I mean, with Celsius, you can withdraw them at any time, but it's locked up, and it's earning me interest. I also do it with Harmony. I stake through the Harmony One platform, and then I've got, what's the other one I've got? Oh, Nexo. So let's have a look what I've got in Nexo. I could actually share my screen on my mobile, but I've done it now, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, my balance has come down so much. It's like not she's sick, let me tell you. And you're just like me. You're going through all the same shit. You've probably, I mean, some of the stuff on my coins, I've lost 50%. I bought Kusama at 290, thinking it were cheap. I've seen the price of it now. Went down. I think it went down to 160. 160. So trying to think. I'm just trying to see what my percentage is. So I think it's around 9% for XRP. So if you can make any little gains like that, just little ones, not big ones, but at least it's like peace of mind. It's something that you can think, right, okay, well I can't buy the dip, I've no more money. But long term, these coins are going to go back up way higher than what you paid for them. And in the meantime, you're earning interest every day. You're building up you probably get paid weekly, but you're getting interest, so you're gaining more coins. I mean, the price at the minute is is looking much better than it were. I mean, 31.5. Let's have a look at see what Ethereum's doing. So that's back up to 1860. I mean, that was down to 1690. Oh my god, 1690. Makes you sick. And Kasama. Oh my god. I mean, Kasama went down to its lows of 164. Why did I buy? I put some cash, fiat. I had fiat, and I bought Kasama because it was cheap. But it's all relative, isn't it? Like imagine if you'd gone on holiday for a week with no internet. This could have happened and gone back up again, and you've been none the wiser. It's only because you live in the moment. That's the problem, isn't it, with crypto? I don't know if you're like me, but it's like the second you start buying it, you can't stop looking at it. Like you're constantly looking at the charts. You're constantly looking at coin market cap, and it's like your brain doesn't switch off. I mean, I'm always trying to find more money. And do you know what? I lost out big time. On the previous episode, I said I sold my Antminer L3. If I'd have sold it a week earlier, because it only finished as the prices started crashing, and the person never paid, and they've not got in touch. Sold it on eBay, so I know what'll end up happening. I'll end up I'll end up contacting eBay, telling them the buyer's not paid. They're not going to do, are they? Look what's happened to the price of Dogecoin and the price of Litecoin and every coin. So I had that sold for $1,700, and I'm never going to see that money for it. So I'm just going to have to keep hold of that until everything sorts itself out. But how long will it be? How long? Does anyone have any idea? I mean, it'd be good to get your thoughts. If you leave comments below, I'd like to know what you think is going to happen next. Again, I'm no expert. I'm just like you. I do as much research as I can. I mean, what's next? I mean, everything. I mean, it's not worth looking at anything but Bitcoin. I mean, if you look at the shorts now, obviously no one's going short because they've already won all the shorts. But is anyone expecting? I mean, in fact, they've started gambling again, haven't they? The short cycle has started again almost straight away. Let's look at the longs. So it's kind of plateaued a little bit there. You got all these people expecting it to go long, but then how optimistic are you? How optimistic are you? I think it's more likely that it's going to go short again. But if I see this going up over the space of, I mean, that's a daily. I mean, who knows? I'm not a long or a short guy. I don't gamble. It's bad enough just buying and holding and investing. The thought of shorting and longing, I think I'd pull a muscle. Seriously, I don't think I could do it. Do you know what? It's bad enough. Have you ever tried this? Have you ever I don't sell when it's a red candle, and I don't buy when it's a green candle. But then when you get them funny candles with a wicks top and bottom, and it's gone up for a bit or it's gone down for a bit, and then you're kind of preempting it's going to change, and really you need another couple of candles to figure it which way it's going. Sometimes I wait for them, sometimes I don't, but I don't sell often. But every now and then I'll sell because I think it's going up, it's going down. I think it's going down and I'll sell. But then the feeling in your stomach. It's like I can't cope. And sometimes I've ended up buying, I've sold, and I've ended up buying something else straight away that's had a bigger fall. So I've not lost out, but I've got a different coin. Because I can't cope being out of the market. Being out of the market, it's so stressful. I don't know what's worse, being in the market and having massive losses, or being out of the market and not knowing which way it's going to go. I actually think it's worse being out of the market, because you're out, aren't you? Like even if you're in USDT, or you're out of crypto, and it's an horrible feeling. Like when you're in crypto, like my portfolio now is down massive, like massive. I mean, I'm not talking a little bit. I'm talking huge gains. Yeah, huge losses, and it's not as bad as being in USDT. Unless you got out, unless you went into USDT at a really good time. Now that's completely different. Like say if I don't know, say you got out in June, mid June, up here, and you didn't actually jump back in. Well, now all that stress and anxiety kind of goes away, because you've got a massive buffer from when you sold to when you got in. Like you've got a massive buffer. But just look at that. Look at this candle now. I mean, 28.5 it went down to. And now it's all the way back up here to 31.5. It went to, oh yeah, 28.5. So it's up $3,000. And that was, when was that? So in 4 hours, one candle has changed $3,000. That is reassuring. So the plan, here's my plan of action. It doesn't have to be your plan. You do whatever you want. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm going to keep an eye on this and see where it goes for the next. Well, I'm going to wake up in the morning and see where it's at. If it's still at these kind of levels, or it's gone up higher, I think I'll be tempted to pull probably half of my portfolio completely out and put it into USDT if I'm brave enough, and then just see what just wait and see what happens. Because if it goes up and I don't know, goes up to $38,000, it'll have a retest and it'll come back down again, or it might just go down. It might not. The retest might be where it is now. The retest could be, I mean, it's 31.5 now, so the retest, it could stay around this price, or it could go up to 32, 33, 34,000. So that's why I'm going to be pulling 50% of my portfolio out, and then it could drop. And then if it drops, then I don't think it's going to be stopping. But then if it carries on going up, so I'll just draw it here. So here's what I think might happen. So it could go up to there, and then work its way down. Or on the other hand, it could start off and do the same, up, down, up, and it could do that for a little bit. So then what you've got to do, sorry if I'm looking away, but the screen in front of me is a lot smaller than my main screen, so I should be looking here. But so if it goes up and then you cash out expecting it to pull back and go down, don't worry, because if it goes up again and comes down, then you can catch it on the next retest. So you don't necessarily lose out, or it's a small fraction. If I do that though, I will let you know if I do it or not. But if I've got the balls to do it or not, I don't know. But I don't want to get lost. I don't want it to come right down to 20k and just be feeling sick to my stomach that I could have pulled some money out and bought the dips, because once it goes down, if it goes down to 20k, I mean, this is a pivotal. This is really a pivotal moment now. What we're in, because it's bounced off here, it's jumped back up. It's a green candle because it's finished higher than the previous candle. So it's a green candle. So if it goes up, then it could turn bullish for a little bit and surprise everybody. But I think the general consensus now amongst like people that do fundamentals and TA, even though there's nothing wrong with the fundamentals, it's just all the news that's coming out. I think the general consensus is that we're gonna test lower lows, and the lower lows could be anything. And if that's the case, we could be going sideways after we've made our way down. We could be going sideways for quite a while. Some people think maybe 1-2 years sideways. I can't see it because I don't get how we're going into a bear market after all this positive news, what's come about, and all the fresh investment, what's coming into the market. I just think I'm sticking with the original plan. Whales are driving the price down so everyone can jump on board, snap up some bargains, and then the price is just going to go back up again. But I think if it goes to the lower lows, which could be anything, down 24,000, 20,000, 17,000. If it goes down there, I think it's going to consolidate for a while. It's going to go sideways for a while, and it could go sideways for 2, 3, 4 months, or longer. But I'm thinking more of along 2 to 4 months, because I just can't see. I can't see all these hedge funds, all these institutions, the likes of Michael Saylor, spending all this money. And you can look at all the you can look at all the charts where the money's being spent, and all the new sellers are selling. Also, all the new buyers are selling the weekends. But then there's massive purchases of Bitcoin being snapped up all around this price we're at now. So if this wasn't the law, or one of the laws, then I don't get it, because these hedge funds and these institutions and like Michael Saylor, they're very educated people. They're very finance driven. They're educated in business, so they know that it's a good investment. They're happy to pay these prices. Would you be spending $500 million if you had any doubt about the price of Bitcoin, paying what it is now, and knowing that it had a chance of going down to 20,000? I think you'd have held off. If you had $500 million, I don't think you'd have put it all in, would you? I mean, I wouldn't. You've had all this talk about this, like death cross, and all the FUD that comes along with it. Like, if you had $500 million, would you have just wholeheartedly jumped into Bitcoin and bought however many Bitcoin they bought, 13,000 or something? I'd have gone 50-50. I'd have gone 50-50. I'd have held off a little bit and then see where it went. But then again, Michael Saylor's got a multi-billion-dollar business. He's a billionaire, and I've got like 20k. I've got 20k invested, and I'm still working for a living. So what the hell do I know, apart from producing YouTube content for my 15 subscribers, which I hope you like. I hope you like. So I'm just going to finish off on this. I just want to see if there's any more heat, well, there's no green, is there? I'll be interested to see what this brings tomorrow, because normally when you've had like a red candle day, then you normally get green candle days. But is that going to happen tomorrow, or is it just going to be a false breakout just to see what happens, to just retest before it comes down again? So I'll let you know what I do tomorrow. But let me know what you're doing, what your plans. Have you lost money? Have you pulled out already? Were you one of the clever ones? Did you pull out the beginning of June, like 3 weeks ago? Be good to get your opinion. And what do you think of the new look? I've changed the bottom section of my screen because I think the moon, the spaceman, the space background. I've put my socials on there. I'm still trying to figure out how to put YouTube videos onto Instagram. I don't really know how to do that yet. I don't know if you can do it or not. And I need to do more with my Twitter and my Instagram, but I just don't have the time of day. Like today, I was up at 5:30 this morning and I didn't get home until 6:30. So I'm done. I'm done working for a living. I need Bitcoin. Come on, Bitcoin. I need Bitcoin to go to the moon. I can't be doing with the bear market. I need a bull market. And I need all the coins I've invested in to go into a bull market too, because I can't be arsed working. I'm 44. My knees are knackered. I've got a bad back. And I'm sick of working. I mean, I know everyone is, but I love Bitcoin. I love doing this content. I love it. I mean, I could quite happily do this all day, every day. I could do so much. If I didn't work, I could do so much more content. I could do so much more research. I could devote my life to it quite easily because I love the community. There's everyone's kind. I mean, apart from all the scammers, and I'm sure that'll come on my channel when I've probably got more followers, where I might start doing live broadcasts. But I'm sure that'll come where you'll start getting people in the chat just scamming. In fact, I'm sure I had a couple of people in the chat. If you look at the comments on the channel, there's a couple of guys one guy's posted about this specific person, then coincidentally someone else has read the message and commented about the same person. Yeah, like they're not the same people. And I've only got 15 followers, so the scamming's already starting. Or they might just be shilling someone that they know, maybe. But anyway, I'll not keep any more of your time. I've been on 27 minutes. If you like the channel, subscribe. If you like the video, smash the like button. If you want me to talk about anything, I say it all the time, drop a comment in the box below. And let me know, like, what have you lost? Like, how much are you down? What's your situation? Do you feel like you're going to cash out? Do you need the money? Did you get in short term, or are you a long term hodler, or did you get into make money as quick as you can, or you in it for the long run, like 3-4 years? Let me know. I'll not keep any more of your time. Don't get too disheartened. Try and focus and keep positive, and just think you've got the coins you've got. Invest in what do you call it, Nexo or Celsius. So stake your coins, earn a bit of interest on them, and I'll catch you on the next video.